Hello everybody, today we're back in another video. Alright, my tennis fans all over the world, I'm here to talk about the Novak Djokovic loss, the Novak Djokovic defeat against the qualifier Valentin Vacherot from Monaco. He was not even qualifying to the qualifiers. He was an alternate. So he was not even meant, he didn't even qualify to play the qualifiers. So if you're getting my point, but somehow somebody pulled out in the qualifying matches, and then Valentin Vacherot got a chance to play the qualifying matches because he was not in the entry list to begin with in this tournament. So this Cinderella story is continuing, my tennis fans all the world. Valentin Vacherot from Monaco, the 26 years old player who I have never heard about before, ever. This is the first time I've heard about him, and I don't think I am alone, to say the least. His Cinderella run is continuing. He just got his biggest win in his career. He, of course, got his first ever top 10 victory. And who did he get that against? He got that against the greatest tennis player of all time, Novak freaking Djokovic. Valentin Vacherot, he was the better player. I watched this match from the first ball to the last ball, and I can tell you one thing, my tennis friends on the world, just after seeing the first set. Some of you maybe will say, oh, now you're talking bullshit. You know that I never talk bullshit. I am not here for the money. I am not here for the views. I am not here for the likes. Because I don't get any money from these videos. I really don't. Just some coffee money. That's it. But I don't even count that as money. I am here to talk just pure, truthful tennis opinions. Pure, truthful tennis analysis, pure, truthful tennis thoughts, no bullshit. We don't have time for bullshit in this channel. If you want to see bullshit, if you want to hear bullshit, go and watch another tennis channel. Not here, baby. And when I saw the first set between Novak Djokovic and Valentin Vacherot, I told myself, Novak is toast. I even wanted to make a video, actually. I wanted to say that Novak is never winning this. But I said to myself, you know what? I just want to keep on watching this match. If I will do a video, I will miss some of the match. Some minutes of the match. And I don't want to miss anything of this match. I was excited to watch this match. I wanted to see what kind of a damage this Valentin Vacherot will do towards Novak Djokovic, and that's why I didn't do a video after the first set finished, because I actually texted a friend of mine. I told them, it is game over, baby, for Novak. Novak has been hitting a physical wall the entire tournament. In his all 4 matches, Cilic couldn't punish him. Hoffman couldn't punish him. Munar couldn't punish him. And then the latest player that Novak defeated here in Shanghai was Zizou Bergs, couldn't punish him. You know why neither of those 4 couldn't punish him? I will tell you why. Because they were spraying unforced errors. They could not keep the unforced errors count down. So Novak, even though he was hitting physical wall in all of those 4 matches, he was playing those 4 matches, especially against Hoffman, Munar, and Zizou Bergs, especially those 3. He was playing those matches like he was collapsing any minute. Any minute he was playing those matches like he was almost collapsing. He was looking half dead in all of those 4 matches, in particular those 3 against Hoffman, Munar, and Bergs. So despite that, he won those matches because those guys couldn't keep the unforced error down. They was not playing solid tennis from a baseline. So Novak, he's a fighter. He's a warrior. Of course, his mentality, his never giving up mentality makes him win a lot of matches where he is almost losing, where he is looking half dead, where he is looking almost out. Somehow he raises like Rocky Balboa and wins those bloody matches. But when he faced this guy who is having his time of his life, who is playing his tournament of his life, and when he looked really fit as well. He didn't look tired, not even close as Novak was looking. Novak was gassed already after 40 minutes. He was gassed already after 40 minutes. And it is there when I saw that, when I saw him going down with his knees and was gassed after 40 minutes, I texted a friend of mine, I said, it was all that this fat lady sang. It is all that she sang. It is game over for Novak. I knew that it was game over for Novak winning Grand Slams. I knew that it was game over for Novak reaching Grand Slam finals. I've done already videos about that. Now, I'm also convinced that Novak Djokovic is game over in winning Master 1000 titles. Novak Djokovic will never win a big title in his career. When Novak Djokovic cannot win a Master 1000 title, when Alcaraz is not there, when Sinner was knocked out early in the tournament, where he doesn't need to face one single top 30 opponent. In all of Novak's matches, all 5 of them that he played, 4 of them he won, and 1 of them he lost against Valentin Vacherot. All of these 5 opponents, neither of them was top 30 opponent. Neither of them. All of them was outside top 30. And 1 of them was outside top 100, this Valentin Vacherot guy. But in Novak's defense, this Valentin guy from Monaco, he didn't play like a player that is outside top 100. He really didn't. He was serving big. He had a really great backhand, where he almost never missed. Solid forehand, pretty decent mover, for a really good mover for a big guy like he. He was a really big guy. I've never seen him play tennis. This was the first ever time. So he definitely was not playing like a player outside top 100. He definitely was playing like a player inside top 30. And Novak Djokovic is not, he's the world number 5. Absolutely. Yes, he's a part-time tennis player. He has reached 4 Grand Slam semifinals this year as 37 years old, and 1 as 37 years old, and 3 as 38 years old. But that doesn't mean Novak Djokovic is super consistent, especially outside the slams, all right? In the majors, of course, he has been consistent. He has more or less only losing against Alcaraz and Sinner. 2 times he lost in majors against Sinner, French Open and Wimbledon, and 1 time he lost against Alcaraz at US Open. So, and the other time he lost was against Zverev in that Australian Open tournament, but we all know that he pulled out after the first set in the semifinal against Zverev. So, nevertheless, outside the majors, it is not only Alcaraz and Sinner who has defeated him. We know that. It is a lot of other guys as well who have defeated him outside the majors. So, Novak Djokovic, despite him being world number 5, he's far from his peak, he's far from his prime, which he should be. The dude is 38 years old. The dude should not be in his prime. The dude should not be in his peak. The dude is almost over. He is over when it comes to winning big titles. It is all said and done. And he knows it. And all of his fans know it. And I also know it. I also know it. I knew that when it comes to majors, like I said, he will never win a major again, and he will never even reach a Grand Slam final. I did a video late in December last year when I said Novak Djokovic will never reach another Grand Slam final. And many of you were giving me a lot of criticism and will writing a lot of comments to me, and you were saying to me, you will regret this video. So far, I've been right. When it comes to Novak winning another Masters, no, he will never win another Masters. When he couldn't win this Masters 1000 title, where he didn't need to face Sinner, where he didn't need to face Alcaraz, where he didn't need to face Zverev, because Zverev is, after all, the world number 3, where he didn't need to face Fritz. Fritz is the world number 4, and Novak is the world number 5. So he didn't need to face neither of the top 4 guys in the world. He didn't need to face one single top 30 opponent in his 5 matches. Despite this, he lost fair and square in the semifinals. Some of you can say, but he had some back problems. He had the trainer 2 times and giving him massage. Yeah, I'm not saying he was fully fit, but that is to do with his physicality. When you are this physical tired, when you are going into a physical wall, like Novak has done the entire tournament here in Shanghai, of course you will have some pain here and there. Of course. No surprise about that. So, he didn't move super great. Absolutely not. But that doesn't mean he was hurt, because if he was hurt, he would have never finished the match. Novak Djokovic is just in a huge decline. I always say, I don't know if I've ever said it in my videos, but I've said it to friends of mine and people who know me private. When tennis players reach 38 years old, it is there you see the huge collapse. And it is now on, we will see the huge decline from Novak Djokovic. He doesn't have many great days left in his career. He has had a tremendous great career, but I'm sorry, Novak Djokovic. I'm sorry, all of Novak fans. It is game over. What can we say about the match? Novak did 5 aces, 5 double faults, land 62% first serve in, won only 61% when his first serve, won 48% when his second serve, so he didn't even win over 50% when his second serve, did only 9 winners and 23 unforced errors, so he does 14 more unforced errors than winners, and broke Valentin Vacherov's serve only 1 time out of 2 break push opportunities that he had the entire match. Valentin, on the other hand, he landed 63% first serve in, won 78% when his first serve, which was really good, compared with Novak, who won only 61% when his first serve, won 57% when his second serve, and broke Novak's serve 3 times out of 6 break point opportunities that he had the entire match, and did 23 winners and 20 unforced errors only, so he does 3 more winners than unforced errors. Novak does 14 more unforced errors than winners, and Novak did only 9 winners in the entire match, and 5 of those winners were aces. So Novak does only 4 winners off the ground. There you can see how difficulty Novak had hitting through Valentin Vacherov's, and considering how slow this surface is, as slower the surface is, as more nightmare it is for Novak. Novak needs desperately fast surfaces this late in his career, because in slow conditions it will be only more nightmares for him hitting through opponents, because Novak has never been super famous to have a lot of firepower in his ground strokes. He had more firepower when he was younger, fresher, stronger, faster than the case is now when he's 38 years old. So, what can I say? Big congratulations to Valentin Vacherov for his biggest win in his career, and he will now face his cousin in a family affair in the final. His cousin who took Medvedev out in the semi-final. A match that I actually thought he will win. Arthur Rinderschwich, whatever his name is. I'm pronouncing his name wrong. So I actually thought that he will defeat Medvedev. I just had that feeling, and I was right. Somehow we will have a family affair, a family final for the first time. I don't know if I've ever heard two cousins face each other in a final, in a Master 1000 final, for the first time on a men's side. I don't know if this has ever happened before. And one of these two will win the first ever title in his career, which is remarkable stuff. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. If I say one prediction, who I believe will win that final, it can go either way. It is really a toss-up who will win that final. It is really difficult to predict, but I will give my slightest edge to Valentin Vacherot. Yeah, I know that his cousin Rinderknecht is much more experienced and is more known. He has been in the top 100 for much longer time than Valentin Vacherot has ever been, and is more known than Valentin Vacherot. He is, after all, Rinderknecht is, after all, Zverev's daddy, if you guys understand what I mean with that, because we know that he has defeated Zverev 2 times this year. Arthur Rinderknecht, he defeated Zverev in that first round in Wimbledon, and he also defeated Zverev in this Shanghai tournament in the third round. So I know that he is more famous than his cousin. But I don't know. I have a feeling that Valentin will win this all cousin meeting. I don't know. They have never faced each other on the ATP tour. They have most probably, of course, face each other in a junior level. I don't know. I don't have any idea about that. But when it comes to the ATP tour, they have never faced each other. They will face each other for the first time. So I don't know how they match up against each other. But I don't know. I have a feeling I didn't see the match between Medvedev and Arthur Rinderknecht because I couldn't see it. I needed to go to work, so I don't know how that match. I know that he won the match in 3 sets after losing the first, and then he won the second and won the third. Won the third 6-4. So, but I didn't see the match. So, but I've seen Arthur Rinderknecht play before. He's a big dude. He's actually even little bigger than his cousin, even though his cousin Valentin also is a pretty big dude, but Arthur is even more bigger. He likes to go to the net time to time. He has pretty good forehand. So that is how much I know about Arthur's game. Because I've seen Arthur play tennis before. Like I've said, he's been on the tour much longer than what Valentin has been. But I don't know, I have a feeling that Valentin is some kind of a Cinderella run here. He has defeated some really, really good guys on the way, like Alexander Bublik. And Alexander Bublik, we all know that he is having his greatest year of his life in this 2025 season. So he defeated him on the way. He defeated Rune, and now also he defeated also Djokovic. Yeah, I know that defeating Djokovic nowadays is not an unbelievable achievement. Let's be honest here, all right? But it is still Djokovic. Djokovic will always give you a hell of a run for your money, and Djokovic tried his best. He really did. But Valentin had all the answers. So he's coming to this final with pretty good confidence, Valentin. So that's why I'm giving Valentin my slightest edge to the win. So I think he will win this final in 3 sets. But of course, I'm far from sure. But like I said, this match is a toss-up. Both of these two guys can win this final. And in the end, it will be a great family party, because one of these two will win, and one of these two will win their first ever ATP title, because they have never won an ATP title before in their careers. But I will give my slightest edge to Valentin. I think he will win that final in 3 sets. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace!